Hey there, Divvee Nation, Sal here, and I wanted to bring you guys a synopsis of the meeting that my business partner Mike and I had with the founders of Divvee at Divvee headquarters in Salt Lake City, and the amount of skepticism, frustration, and questions we went in there with, and after about 4 to 5 hours, leaving there with a wonderful sense of enthusiasm, urgency, and hope for the future that this is going to change the way that people make money online. It is going to allow the little people who are shy, who don't want to go out there chasing people to make an extra few $100s a month, and in the process of them reaching their goal of helping 1 million people make $300 to $500 a month, there's going to be a lot of people making so much more than that, like 10 to 100 times that per month. And so in our grand tour of the office, which by the way is gorgeous, it is like 26,000 feet they have the entire fifth top floor of the building, and we saw everyone there, from Richard to Lance and the CEO, Darren, to Troy, and my favorite was Jeff Romney, who is one of the biggest investors of Divvee. And if you know of his cousin, who is Mitt Romney, ran for a little office, Jeff Romney, is extremely successful in so many other verticals. He is a serial entrepreneur, and for him to drop other things and put those other things on pause and focus his attention to Divvee really drew my curiosity, because here's a man that no longer needs money, and he is passionate about something that drove him all the way here. And I got to not only meet him and shake his hand, but also get a small interview with him that I find very rare, very extremely comforting. I asked him two significant questions, which is one, what drew you to Divvee? What do you love about Divvee? And two, where do you see Divvee in the coming future? And both of those you are going to get to see now in this video with a brief tour of the office. There's Darren and Lance right there. That's Darren, that's Lance. Here's gorgeous views of the office. We're getting a personal tour. This is a very, very big, beautiful office. There's Richard right there. This is the mountains that they get to see.
What is the NSA?
Oh, that's the NSA right there?
The whole thing.
On top of the hill, or
all of that concrete.
What?
Those buildings. Those are all servers.
Wow.
NSA, solar field, military installation, solar wind. That whole thing's on a military base.
That is crazy. There's a lot of tech companies that are here, including Adobe and so many others. Some even on this building. Silicon Slope. Wow.
So, no. Green room. That's our attorney.
Oh, that's the green room? Oh,
Yep, that's the green room.
oh wow. Coming through. Oh, look, they're starting to write on the board. Incentives.
Hi, gentlemen. How are you? Good. How are you?
Hi.
Hello.
47.
All right.
Yeah. That's Amy. She's at the customer service.
That's customer service? What's that? Break room?
We need an intervention. You can try. This is a problem.
Wow. Whose office is this?
Amy's.
Oh,
Just
right.
walk by.
Yeah.
What is that? That is all the clients, the Nikes, everybody that comes in and writes the checks. The advertising and programming, and all them are going to reside right here. So this side's going to be the most busy side we have. Consultant and everything into this.
Look at that. Snow-capped mountains. This is ginormous.
This is going to be tough. This is going to whiteboard all the way around.
This is 26,000 square feet. The entire floor belongs to the company. Oh, that's
Can I introduce you guys to some big internet marketers? Sure.
And a homeless guy.
Hey, how you doing?
Jeff Romney.
How you doing?
Jeff, a pleasure meeting you. I've heard so many great things about you. That wow, what an honor. I did not think that we would meet, but
You are.
Sal, a huge believer of
Yes,
this company.
some of your videos.
I just have one
goodness,
question. What do
I'm
you
We watched every one of them.
Oh no!
Sorry, go ahead.
I was doing a video. Is it okay if I ask you this question?
Sure,
Okay.
sure.
What did you love about this company, or what drew you to this company?
Oh wow! You actually want to video that? Are you guys all going to be videoed too?
No, just
Oh, just me.
yeah,
Okay.
just curious. Because you're a very busy man, very
Yeah.
successful in so many other arenas. What drew you to Divvee?
Okay, so if you start with the vision,
Okay.
and the vision starts with being able to give everyone the ability to make money based on not taking advantage of other people,
Right.
but based on adding value to products and services. That right there is a game changer, because now instead of joining an MLM
Right.
where you want a different quality of life, still having to pay hundreds of dollars, possibly a month, for a product or service that you really don't even want to use.
That's true.
But now you have the ability to reach out and support those that are really in need of making money. The housewife that sits home with their kids, the school, the student, and giving them a quality
Yes, they gotta have breakfast. They gotta have
value that they sell. So they're actually selling themselves,
That's
their
true.
knowledge, their service, their opinions.
I think something that John had mentioned, I think that captures what you're saying well, is bringing Wall Street to Main Street. Would you say that captures what the vision is here?
Very good, yeah. So as we now bring a worldwide international market to and give each individual, no matter where you live, what's your background, education, anything, does not make a difference now. We have made it the same level.
One final question. Where do you see Divvee a year from now?
Okay, well, because of the strategic partnerships that we've already had the ability to bring in,
Okay.
Divvee will be throughout almost every major company in the world within the next 18 months to 2 years. I believe we'll have 100 million people minimum on Divvee associates or affiliates. And that's over the next 2 years. So you can break that down into, I think you're going to have momentums, you're going to have tsunamis, and eventually you will have this take on a monumentous, unprecedented growth, looking more like a Facebook on steroids, because we become not only the vehicle to make money, but wealth. Let me define wealth. Wealth is not only monetary, but it's also mental, emotional. It's balancing your life. It's teaching people how to be happy. And with that, you have the ability to be independent, and you have given yourself self-reliance. And with self-reliance comes confidence, and comes, you now have changed the spiral. And the spiral is an endless spiral that happened from your ancestors to theirs to theirs. We've all been handed it, and they can't get out of it.
Right. It's
We now
generational.
generational.
Loop. You break that cycle.
We do. So that's all part of this vision. So this isn't about how much money we make. This is about giving back and making a difference in the world.
You know, I did not think that you would believe in it as much. I thought you were more of a silent investor, more of a open your contact list, but you are in the trenches, like taking classes or in the sessions here. I'm very impressed that a man of your stature is actually this committed to this project.
Yeah, I'm actually in BizDev. And we'll be developing all of our relationships internationally. They'll be feeder companies for us.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, can I ask for a picture?
Sure.
Hopefully you enjoyed that video as much as I did. It gives me a wonderful sense of comfort knowing that we have a man like Jeff Romney in our corner, a man whose Rolodex is probably worth into the billions of dollars, someone who can pick up the phone and call any CEO and get Divvee through the door and ultimately lead Divvee to become its own multi-billion-dollar company, and that is something I look forward to. We have secured something very, very special at our time in Divvee land at their headquarters, which is a webinar with both Richard and Lance, and that is going to be this Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern. And to register for the webinar, go to Divvee All Stars webinar.com. That's Divvee All Stars with an S, webinars.com, and invite not only your team but anyone else that you know, because this is extremely important, and the things that you're going to be able to hear and directly from them, not just from us, but from the owners of the company, it's going to really put you in a position to capitalize on the opening of Divvee coming late next month. There's an exact date, which is July 28th, and you do not want to be behind when it opens. You want to be at the forefront of it, be a leader by the time it opens, and people will gravitate to you as the floodgates open. So again, I will see you on the webinar. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, but we have a wonderful outlook for what the rest of the future brings with Divvee.